At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
We're so done with New Year, New You. This year, it's more you on Bumble. More of you shamelessly sending playlists, especially that one filled with show tunes. More of you finding Geminis because you know you always like them. More of you dating with intention because you know what you want. And you know what? We love that for you. Someone else will too. Be more you this year and find them on Bumble.
Hello, everybody. I am your host, Greg Audino, back with you again on this fine Sunday with our weekly bonus episode. So, if you're unfamiliar with this, what it means is that each Sunday, in addition to our regular ORD episode, we've also been sharing an older episode from one of our other shows in the network that we feel has some crossover with our relationship audience. As you might know, our other shows cover things like personal development, health, and finance, and oftentimes these topics cross over with relationships. So when we do find those articles and narrate them, we think it's important to share those excerpts with you too. So with that being said, let's have a look at the bonus episode for this week called It's Okay to Be Happy with a Quiet Life, written by Brian Gardner of No Sidebar and narrated by Justin of Optimal Living Daily. So let's send it on over to Justin now and optimize your life.
It's Okay to Be Happy with a Quiet Life by Brian Gardner of NoSidebar.com. Quote, sometimes you need to sit lonely on the floor in a quiet room in order to hear your own voice and not let it drown in the noise of others. Charlotte Erickson. We live in a world where busyness is king. We're so busy glorifying how busy we are, we miss out on experiencing the moments that matter. And while we're so busy making a living, we forget to make life, which is quite tragic. Here's a sobering truth. Busyness crushes our soul, and we should focus more on reducing the number of things on our calendar than adding to it. The key to removing busyness is simple. Live intentionally and identify areas in our life we can replace with quiet time. After all, the white space is where the magic happens, and who isn't down for a little magic? How comparison is the thief of joy. Quote, envy is ever joined with the comparing of a man's self, and where there is no comparison, no envy. Sir Francis Bacon. When we compare ourselves to others, we set ourselves up to add more into our life, more money, more cars, more houses, and more stuff. We fall victim to the old adage of keeping up with the Joneses, which prevents us from living the life we really want to live. The problem is that we typically compare our worst to their best, which really paints a bleak picture. Joshua Becker of Becoming Minimalist shares how comparison is the thief of joy and of a quiet life. Quote, too many people live their lives without intentionality or thought. They rarely find a quiet moment to sit in meditation or solitude and examine their life, who they are and who they are becoming, unquote. He encourages us to stop comparing our lives and start living them. The importance of a quiet life. Quote, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. Anne Lamott. I'm convicted of this all the time. Many of us, including me, suffer from FOMO, the fear of missing out. We're simply afraid if we don't attend that event, don't sign up for that committee, or don't enroll our kids in that sport, we'll miss out on something. We think there's happiness to be had, joy to be experienced, and moments to be made. Yes, there might be some truth to this, but who's to say the moments of solitude or quiet time won't measure up or even exceed those altogether? I love what Katrina Kennison shares in her essay, Why You Must Have Time Alone. Quote, in solitude, we see more clearly. Alone, in moments of prayer or meditation, or simply in stillness, we breathe more deeply, see more fully, hear more keenly. We notice more, and in the process, we return to what is sacred, unquote. Do yourself a favor and reclaim margin in your life. It might make a world of difference and bring you happiness, because you are worthy of it. Why minimalism is the answer. Quote, I am pursuing minimalism. I know this to be true. I want less, and I want simplicity. and I want to spend my days connecting and caring, not consuming and completing. Aaron Lochner. I don't know about you, but that sounds really appealing to me. Isn't this the kind of life you want to live? It's definitely the kind of life I want to live. Minimalism doesn't have to be about living in a tiny house with only a few shirts in your closet. Minimalism is about paring down and focusing on the things that are important, or as Marie Kondo says, the ones that bring us joy. Here's how Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus define minimalism. Quote, minimalism is a tool that can assist you in finding freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from worry, freedom from overwhelm, freedom from guilt, freedom from depression, freedom from the trappings of the consumer culture we've built our lives around. Real freedom, unquote. I believe we all want to incorporate some level of minimalism into our life and experience the freedom that Joshua and Ryan talk about. And it's important for us to know there isn't a right or wrong way to do it. Annie Dillard says, quote, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives, unquote. It starts with the decision to live more intentionally and to make quiet time a priority. Each day is just as important as the next in creating the life we imagine. Experience the quiet life. Here's the bottom line. It is not selfish to want time for yourself. It is not selfish to want moments where you can leave the world behind and recapture the magic. I encourage you today to find just one area in your life that you can make a change. Take one small step towards a quiet life. So turn it off, put it down, do not open it, and do not answer it. For once, put yourself first. Love yourself and make yourself a priority. Even for just one day, you deserve everything. Every part of the life you are after. You just listened to the post titled, It's Okay to Be Happy with a Quiet Life by Brian Gardner of NoSidebar.com.
Your data is like gold to hackers. They're selling your passwords, bank details, and private messages. McAfee helps stop them. Secure VPN keeps your online activity private. AI-powered text scam detector spots phishing attempts instantly. And with award-winning antivirus, you get top-tier hacker protection. Plus, you'll get up to $2 million in identity theft coverage, all for just $39.99 for your first year. Visit McAfee.com. Cancel anytime. Terms apply.
I can say to my new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, hey, find a keto-friendly restaurant nearby and text it to Beth and Steve. And it does without me lifting a finger, so I can get in more squats anywhere I can. 1, 2, 3.
Will that be cash or credit?
Credit. 4.
Galaxy S25 Ultra, the AI companion that does the heavy lifting so you can do you. Get yours at Samsung.com. Compatible with select apps. Requires Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy.
All right, have a very happy Monday and great start to your week. And I'll be back tomorrow reading to you, so I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.